Therefore, I cannot overemphasize to you the importance of an open, loving home climate.
What y'all looking at me for? Oh, I get it. I get it. You're gonna lay it all at my feet, just like all them other teachers did. It's Eunice's fault, huh? Eunice is the heavy. I'm always the goat. Well, just when am I ever gonna get off the pan? Will somebody tell me that?
Eunice, if we came here to listen to what this lady's got to say, why don't you sit down so we can listen?
Well, we came here to hear what she has to say, Mama, not what you have to say.
Well, I got a right to speak up about my own grandson.
Well, then, okay, why don't you take over?
Do you hear how she talks to me?
Well, guess I'd better go after her.
No, perhaps Mrs. Higgins would like to have time to think things over. It might be nice to take advantage of a little breather.
It just ain't like me to fly off the handle like that. I guess I just let it get to me, that's all, and I got a little upset. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't take myself so seriously and all, so my apologies, Miss Collins.
Eunice, that's the truth. You do take things way too seriously.
I know, Mama. Isn't that what I just said? I just said I take things way too seriously. Didn't you hear me say that?
I'm only trying to take a little interest in my grandson's welfare.
I know you are, Mama, but the point is the boys are my responsibility. And I have given up my life for those boys, Miss Collins. I want you to know that. I have given everything to those boys. I have been their mama, and I've been their papa. And I'm the only one who's ever around to give them any discipline.
What the hell I'm supposed to do? Stay home 24 hours a day? Besides, I've walloped those kids many a time.
That's your answer to everything, isn't it?
A heck of a lot easier on them than my daddy was on me. I didn't enjoy those wallopings, but by golly, he made a man out of me.
I think maybe he was a couple of wallopings short.
You're really on thin ice, old woman.
Look, none of you seem to realize that without some responsible parental guidance, your son is headed for big trouble.
I just wasn't meant to have boys. I just can't handle boys. Both times when I was rolled through them delivery room doors, I kept praying, oh, Lord, please let me have a beautiful little baby girl that I could dress up in lace petticoats and ruffles and pretty little dresses like I never had. And both times I got these big, fat, awful boys. And my figure's never been the same.
You wore dresses, Eunice. You want Miss Collins to think that I let you run around naked?
They were my sister Ellen's hand-me-down. She never bought me a dress of my own in my whole life, you never.
Now, you use a different tone of voice, Missy. I am still your mother, and you listen here to me. I warned you if you married this big bozo, you was gonna wind up giving birth to a bunch of freaks. Well, you got them now, so you listen to what this lady's telling you. You give them plenty to eat, you give them a pat on the back once in a while, and you let them know you're behind them 100%. That's the way I raised all of my kids.
What? What? Am I hearing rightly? When did you ever give me a pat on the back, huh? You know what I thought of when I walked into this classroom? I remember that day that Ms. Oates called you in on account of I got Anne-Marie Bittner a little bit wet. And did you say I'm behind her 100%? No, boy, you told Miss Oates, she said, you just say the word and I'll pack her off to reform school. But when I went in to complain to her because my sister, Mary Ellen, squirted me with a water gun, Mama said, be a good sport, Eunice. Ellen's just having a little bit of fun. And then, just because I fill up some tiny little balloons with water and let them drop off the school roof, why, you just give me hell and you treat me like a criminal.
Eunice, where did you ever get the idea that a water gun and water bombs was the same thing? You almost gave that poor little girl a concussion. To this very day, Anne Marie Bittner's mother will not speak to me.
Well, so what? Why'd you want to speak to that old prune anyway? She's just like her daughter. Neither one of them can take a joke. But you never did stand up for me, did you?
I will have order. Sit at your desks at once. Now, this is my classroom, and you will behave yourself. My name is Miss Collins. I am the teacher. You are the parents. You have come here today so that we can discuss your brat, so let's discuss him.